Welcome back to another edition of our Genius XR Partner Monthly Digest. If you're new here, this is the place where every month we update you on the latest news about emerging technologies, the Metaverse, and everything in between. My name is Mara, and at Genius Ventures Inc., we're on a mission to help expand the XR ecosystem by providing the necessary knowledge, tools, and resources that empowers each and every one of our partners. Today, we'll be highlighting some of the biggest stories that took place in June across the entire XR spectrum. And if you'd like to learn even more about the topics we highlight in this video, then make sure to follow along with our monthly newsletter. The link is in the description. Apple didn't say much about augmented or virtual reality during their Worldwide Developer Conference opening keynote. But iOS 16 does bring a lot of improvements to their AR kit and related technologies. One of these technologies is called Room Plan, a new API that uses LiDAR scanning to quickly create 3D floor plans. Apps capable of creating 3D floor plans using the iPhone and iPad camera aren't exactly new, but they aren't exactly accurate either. When Apple introduced the LiDAR scanner with the 2020 iPad Pro and iPhone 12 Pro, it became easier to detect the dimensions of objects more accurately. Now with iOS 16, Apple has combined LiDAR with iPhone and iPad cameras in the new Room Plan API to let users create 3D floor plans in seconds. According to Apple, the API can be useful for real estate, architecture, and interior design apps, since it is precise and easy to use. Amazon is tapping into augmented reality in an attempt to appeal to sneaker fans who are shopping on their website. The retailer announced a new feature called Virtual Tryon for shoes that will allow customers to visualize how a pair of new shoes will look like on themselves from multiple angles using their mobile phone's camera. The company says the feature will help brands to better showcase their products while also informing customers' purchasing decisions. The launch follows the rollout of other virtual try-on technology for athletic shirts this past April, as part of an update to its made-for-you custom clothing service. In that case, however, the technology was rendering the shirt on an avatar that represents the customer's body, based on their actual measurements, and doesn't use AR. The new AR try-on feature for shoes will initially launch in the US and Canada in the Amazon Shopping app on iOS. To use the feature, customers will tap on the new Virtual Try-On button below the product image on supported styles to get started. At launch, Tryon will be available across thousands of styles from brands including New Balance, Adidas, Reebok, Puma, Saucony, Lacoste, Asics, and Superga. Earlier this month, Zoom announced an alliance with Microsoft Teams to enable hybrid working services through a mutual integration with plans to add AI and VR functions. Users will be able to receive cross-platform calls and share meeting data between the services without requiring extra licenses or third-party assistance. Notably, the update includes consideration towards upcoming artificial intelligence and virtual reality-powered features to enhance video conferencing on Zoom and Teams. The general manager also noted that Zoom can enhance collaboration across sectors such as BFSI, pharma, and education. Zoom is also introducing Smart Gallery, which is an integrated AI-powered system that lets users control a participant's video feed. Meta says that its ultimate goal with its VR hardware is to create a comfortable, compact headset with visual finality that's indistinguishable from reality. This month, the company revealed its latest VR headset prototypes, which it says represent steps toward that goal. Meta has made it no secret that it's dumping tens of billions of dollars into its XR efforts, much of which is going to long-term R&D through its Reality Labs research division. Apparently, in an effort to shine a bit of light onto what that money is actually accomplishing, the company invited a group of press to sit down for a look at its latest accomplishments in VR hardware R&D. As explained by Zuckerberg and Michael Abrash, chief scientist of Meta's Reality Labs, creating the perfect VR headset involves perfecting 4 basic concepts. First, they need to reach a high resolution so that you can have a 20/20 VR vision with no need for prescription glasses. Additionally, headsets need variable focus depth and eye tracking, so you can easily focus on nearby and faraway objects. as well as fix optical distortions inherent in current lenses. Finally, Meta needs to bring HDR or high dynamic range into headsets to deliver more realistic brightness, shadows, and color depth. More so than resolution, HDR is a major reason why modern TVs and computer monitors look better than LCDs from a decade ago. Microsoft debuted version 3 of its mixed reality toolkit for use in Unity Technologies' real-time 3D animation engine. The technology partnership accelerates the development of mixed reality content on the open source development hub to deliver cross-platform immersive experiences. MRTK3 is the third generation of the Microsoft Mixed Reality Toolkit for Unity. It is a Microsoft-driven open source project to accelerate cross-platform mixed reality development in Unity. This new version is built on top of Unity's XR management system and XR interaction toolkit. Some of its functions include provides the cross-platform input system and building blocks for spatial interactions and UI, enables rapid prototyping via in-editor simulation that allows you to see changes immediately, operates as an extensible framework that allows developers the ability to swap out core components. MRTK3 runs on OpenXR, meaning that the toolkit supports a range of extended reality devices like the firm's Microsoft HoloLens 2. The MR Toolkit also supports other devices under the experimental guidelines. Devices supported by Microsoft include the Meta Quest, Windows Mixed Reality, Steam VR, and Oculus Rift. Microsoft, Epic Games, Meta, and 33 other companies and organizations have formed a standards group for Metaverse tech. The Metaverse Standards Forum is supposed to foster open, interoperable standards for augmented and virtual reality, geospatial, and 3D tech. According to a press release, the Metaverse Standards Forum will focus on pragmatic, action-based projects like hackathons and prototyping tools for supporting common standards. It's also interested in developing consistent terminology for the space, where many players can't even agree on what a metaverse actually is. In addition to the companies above, the group's founding members include major pre-metaverse entities like the World Wide Web Consortium, NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Sony Interactive Entertainment, and Unity, in addition to newer ones like Lamina One, which is a blockchain-based payment startup, which is co-founded by Snow Crash author Neil Stephenson. It's missing a few big names though. As Nick Stat of Protocol points out, there's no sign of Apple, which is working on VR and AR tech. Niantic and Roblox, which have made early strides in blending games and virtual worlds, are also notably absent. More members may end up joining after the group begins operation. It expects to hold its first meetings in 2022. McKinsey & Co.'s new research shows that the metaverse could grow up to $5 trillion by 2030. McKinsey said the report, dubbed Value Creation in the Metaverse, shows the metaverse may be too big to ignore. Many think of this as science fiction, as the metaverse is the universe of virtual worlds that are all interconnected, like in novels such as Snow Crash and Ready Player One. But it has become a vision for the next generation of computing, as a spatial version of the internet. McKinsey's preliminary forecast shows the metaverse has the potential to grow up to $5 trillion in value by 2030. It shows e-commerce as the largest economic force, ahead of sectors like virtual learning, advertising, and gaming. As companies of all different shapes and sizes look to enter the metaverse, this report provides a clear view of what the metaverse is and is not, what first movers are doing, what's fueling the investment, and the potential for consumer and business-to-business companies. Salesforce takes the crypto plunge with their NFT Cloud. Adam Kaplan, Senior Vice President of Emerging Technology at Salesforce, told TechCrunch that the company's goal with this product is to make NFT selling more accessible. NFT Cloud is all about helping our customers mint, manage, and sell NFTs. And of course, it's all no code, so it's super easy on our platform, abstracting all the complicated technology in this new Web3 world. He says he's seeing interest across a variety of verticals, including retail, media, fashion, and consumer goods. It's really about driving engagement and communities, and we're seeing super passionate communities in the NFTs, Kaplan explained. Kaplan says he sees it as a way to market to customers with something of potential value to them. He says it's really about utility, and what we mean by utility is, as an NFT holder, I receive certain benefits. It could be something in a digital world, or it could be something in a physical world. That could include receiving a new type of clothing every quarter in exchange for just owning an NFT. Or in a game environment, you might get special powers that a non-NFT owner can't access. All the news we covered today can be found in our monthly newsletter, along with featured resources and AR experience QR codes. So if you like this video and you'd like to join our partner network, then make sure to subscribe via the link in the description.